And here we go. We could always turn down this light a little bit if we need to.
So far, so far.
Let me go over to the YouTubes, the tube of you. And, okay, click live chat. And, all right, I think we're on there. Yeah, we're on. Cool. And who knows? I think everyone's going to be watching the game.
That's true too. I think we might.
That's going on now.
But that's okay.
But we could talk about this and people could watch it later. Like we could do our thing now and they could catch it later after the Guardians game. All right, gang, we're going to start up our podcast soon. If you're catching this later, that's okay. Yeah, YouTube saves it.
That's right. Go Guardians if that's what's going on now. If you're watching the game, that's good.
It is a big game.
They bring home a win.
Mm-hmm.
And sweet, not sweet, but because they don't win the first one. But whatever. They'll take the best out of 5 tonight. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
This Cleveland needs the uplift, even though
they do.
Yeah. So anyway, wow,
It's been we haven't done a podcast in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since we've done this.
Well, let's introduce ourselves and we can tell people what we do.
We'll get the show started then.
All right.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of
Living the Scream. The behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey. We are horror film hosts. We are also resellers and thrifters. And this YouTube channel talks about all of those things.
Yeah, we cover all the bases, tell you what's going on in both worlds. Because hey, that's our life, and we just thought we'd share that with you if you care. And hell, if you want to post a video of your life, sometime do it. It's fun, right? There's nothing like letting everybody know all about you.
Well, it worked for Casey Neistat. Is that his name?
Casey Neistat. Yeah, but this is just more of what we do professionally and recreationally. Even though I don't know that Mummy and the Monkey's recreation, it's not a hobby because we do get paid to do it. It's we do make some revenue from it.
Of course, it's small, but it helps.
Just like anything else, small is better than nothing. So take what you can get, right?
So yeah, we've been the Mummy and the Monkey for 8 years. We host the Hairy Scary Hangout.
Yes.
And it's a classic horror or sci-fi kind of fun movie show that's interactive. And some people don't know the term horror host.
Right.
So if you don't know what that term or what that name is, it's kind of like a podcast where we show old movies and we talk about it and play little comedy bits in between.
In the characters that we created, the Mummy was Janet Decay, and the Monkey, which is Grim Gory, who's technically not a monkey from what I understand. He's more of an ape, but who cares? He's half and half. He's half ape, half monkey.
Someone called you an Elvis monkey thing.
Well, that would describe what I look like and not what my phylum is, or whatever I am biologically.
Yes.
The character. So whatever, but it works. The alliteration works better with M&M, right? Mummy, monkey.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, we've been doing that show, and it's like Janet said, for about 8 years now.
Yeah, since like the end of 2014 when we decided to try to do our own thing.
Yeah, because we were a fan of the genre. I mean, growing up, we watched people like Elvira, who everybody in the world probably knows who that is. And then local horror hosts, movie hosts. We had Big Chuck and Little John and Superhost, and you can Google all these things if you like. And I'm sure maybe in your neck of the woods or where you're from, you may have had a horror host as well. Maybe you remember it, or if you don't know, look it up because you might find out a little bit about your entertainment history in your state or your town or your city. Right. But there was a big thing at one time.
It was, and we're actually going to be. I guess we could just talk about the Mummy and the Monkey part first.
Mm-hmm. You want to do that? Sure.
There's actually a discussion panel that we're going to help host.
Is anybody at all watching? Ooh, was that?
There's no one chatting.
Oh, okay.
I don't see.
Interesting.
Privacy unlisted. What?
What did you do?
Okay, let's try to redo this. I thought it was public. Why did it say I'm going to have to do that all over again.
Well, that's all right.
I'm sorry.
Practice run.
Like 5 minutes into it.
Thanks for checking.
I was like, wait a minute, that's a little weird because it said no views at all. Usually we just get a couple views, even if other people aren't commenting. Okay, so...
this might have been like one of those...
Now it says we are live. and that it's public.
Finally, and people are like, "What's going on?"
Okay.
Well,
hey guys, welcome to our podcast, Living the Scream.
so do you see how this thing, the angle of this has my face cut off? So when you turn this, does it block me? I can't see.
That I can't tell. No, it doesn't block you.
I'm fine? Okay.
No, you're okay.
My angle.
John Lincoln's here. Captain Cleveland's here.
All right,
Awesome.
now we can start the show. We had a little practice run for it. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Living the Scream.
The behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey.
Deja vu. No, because
Yeah.
we just did about 5 minutes of the show until Janet realized that, because we weren't seeing anyone in the chat, and she realized that she had it as unlisted, right, or something.
Under the privacy thing, you can put it as public, private, or unlisted. And it was on unlisted, and I meant to have it be public.
So we had a little bit of a dry run or a warm up there.
So
5 minutes of
I'm
talking.
wondering if those first 5 minutes might be on there now that I made it public.
They might be.
I think it'll be on
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure. So maybe we can add that or put it up there. I don't know. Anywho.
Anyways.
Here we are once again, and explain the show again, whatever we did.
So we are horror hosts
and this is
on
Lily,
Friday
by the way.
nights. We host the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout when YouTube's working correctly.
Mm-hmm.
We play public domain films, independent films. It's for people that don't know the term horror host, it's kind of like a podcast where we play a movie and we dress in character and we play little comedy bits and interact with the crowd.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. And we've been the Mummy and the Monkey technically for 8 years. We've hosted the Hairy Scary Hangout for 4 years. And then we also have our reselling and thrifting adventures. So we like to talk about that in the podcast as well, because it is part of what we do. The channel covers all of those things that we enjoy.
Yes, it does.
The horror hosting and thrifting and scavenging, like finding those cool, like hard to find items or those fun collectibles.
To resell, mostly.
To resell, and sometimes we end up keeping some. But,
Sure, if it's cool enough, we'll keep it, right?
but I mostly, buy to resell.
Yes. We both have eBay stores.
Yes, we
And
each have
up
an
in-
eBay store.
Up until recently, we were both kind of, doing it full time, and she still is, and I do it when I can, but I still have a store open. I'm still selling things.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to have that extra income. That's what eBay is for a lot of people. It's like a side gig, and some people do really well at it, and it's our full time. So it could be whatever you want it to be, but it's just so much fun to go. I like the hunt. Number one.
It's
of
the thrill of
finding
the
things.
hunt to try to go out and find things, and we
got stories for you today.
So Friday night was a big mess, and I apologize,
Now
guys.
we're gonna talk about Mummy and Monkey first half of the show.
Yeah, let's do that
And
a
then
little
resell.
bit, and then we can talk about what we did Saturday.
Okay,
We can
so-
just go a little back and forth.
That's how you want to
Let's
do it.
shake it up. Let's go a little.
That's fine with
back.
me. It doesn't
Let's
be
just
so-
talk about all of it at
Whatever
once.
pops. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this past Friday show, which was a
So
fiasco.
this
of
morning, this morning I went in and I took the
Well,
segments.
explain what happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
good idea. Friday night, the stream kept cutting out, and it was towards part 3 of the movie.
We were in the final stretch of the show. Everything was going fine.
Everything was good the first half of the movie, and we were getting into like the last, the rest of
last
it.
two parts of the movie.
The last 2 parts of the movie, and it kept cutting out, and we kept having issues with the live stream. YouTube, there were these weird pop-ups saying there was some type of copyright claim on music or something, but it went so fast I couldn't read it all. And then they sent us 2 generic emails just saying, "Oh, we ended your live stream because of a copyright claim,"
Mm-mm.
but no information as to what the claim is.
Right.
And when I uploaded the movie prior to doing, the show, and I uploaded it as an unlisted video, meaning the public doesn't see it.
Right.
No restrictions came up.
No.
It was fine. And then you said you even vetted some other videos we
I
played.
tried to, yeah. I vetted
Yeah.
some of the skits that had some music in it that I think I got off of Facebook or wherever. Could have been YouTube. I forgot.
Right.
So we just had dinner, and I'm burping up some of the food.
It was a lovely
amongst,
dinner.
amongst other things. Yeah, it was great.
And it was nice to have dinner with a friend.
Yeah, we had a dinner with our friend Albert, and he's out there maybe watching.
Yeah.
Or he's probably watching the Guardians
Oh,
games.
he's in the chat right now.
Oh, okay.
Albert.
Cool. Hey, man.
Yeah, we went out for dinner.
Yeah. We have dinner with our fans. If they're paying, we'll go. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No. We do have some friendships, and some friends that have come out. I mean, you're all our friends. We love you all.
Yeah,
that
I
watch
mean,
us. But
we like all of you guys,
yeah,
but
some people,
some
you know.
people are more local than others.
Yeah, oh sure.
Our friends and fans in
I mean,
California.
we'll have dinner with you in California if you fly us out.
Yeah, we would love to have dinner with you in California.
Anyway, no, but
Yeah.
so we do have some personal friendships outside of the show,
Mm-hmm.
which are great. And yeah, we actually got to get together because we house sat for him one time and watched his kitties.
We got to cat sit.
Yeah, it was fun.
And, you know, me and cats, oh, such a tough
Break
job.
my arm, right?
Yeah, I love cats.
Twist my
arm.
So yeah.
Oh
so,
no,
so,
babysit
anyway,
cats.
I'm sorry, I derailed the thing about going
Anyways,
to dinner,
yeah. So the Hairy Scary Hangout, Friday night was just this big, like I was so frustrated, and you're right, I did let it get to me too much.
It's gonna happen. It's not gonna be the
but
last
I was
time.
so like, I felt so like embarrassed and mortified
No, that's
by the
professional.
whole thing because
That's okay to feel that way.
I put it all over social media. I was like, you know, really looking forward to it. I wanted everything to work out, and then the internet and the live stream and YouTube just.
And it turns out it wasn't anything that we did.
And it wasn't anything
as far as we know.
No, it wasn't anything we did because it's the next day. I uploaded the whole movie again. We uploaded segments of it, and it's telling me no restrictions. Actually, we have episode 179 now uploaded to our YouTube channel. I cut out all the stuff where we're talking unnecessarily, and now it's just more of a. It's more complete, so uninterrupted, and
right. Well, any type of and that's even worse at like a live performance. When you're in front of a bunch of people, I mean, things can go awry there too. So, I mean, how do you recover? The professionals, there's a lot of times when things happen behind the scenes and the audience just never knows because the people that are performing don't let them know, and they just roll on like they meant to do.
Yeah, most of the time.
We need to be more like that.
Most of the time we do that.
Yeah,
we just, like if we make a mistake with a joke or something, we try to just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we flub up what we wanted to say, mispronounce something, we usually just keep going.
But you try to make, make it better. Ultimately, you restructured the show. You salvaged what you could that night, and then repurposed it, and now it's back up.
Yeah, now it's back up. So the other videos I took down because I felt it didn't represent the Mummy and the Monkey the way I wanted it.
Yeah, it was a mess. Yes,
it was a big mess, and it was just a nightmare. So again, it's like we apologize about that. We want the show obviously to do better, but when things go sideways like that, instead we'll just figure something else out.
Yeah.
And maybe just reschedule it or something, and just cut it short.
And I'll just say that it will happen again. It will. As
yeah,
long as we
it does.
There will be other times like that. So we just have to get through them. So thanks for understanding out there.
Yeah.
We got a lot of messages of understanding, and people saying that they get it. What we're doing this without a net.
Yeah.
So it's like, if something happens. That's why people watch Evel Knievel and people like that.
Yeah.
Or NASCAR. They want to see they don't want to see us crash.
So maybe next time, if something were to happen like that, where the movie acts up, or it's a weird glitchy thing, maybe we could just maybe have some ghost stories or jokes kind of ready to go. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll have something
where we could just
there we could pull from.
Do that, because when people watch our show, we're there to entertain them and make them feel better about, it's the end of the week, it's the weekend. They don't need to hear our problems about the live feed. They don't need to hear us talk about the tech stuff.
Yeah, so we need some redundancy.
Instead, just say, hey,
some backups.
Some gremlins are affecting YouTube tonight, and just switch to something else.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
So it's a learning thing too.
We've done all these shows so far without any type of backup, so that would be a good idea.
That's true. I mean, usually we just kind of babble and BS our way through.
The only time we had something like this happen was when we first started broadcasting on YouTube, in our early shows, where we didn't know the ins and outs of how to vet stuff prior to doing a show. We were getting dinged left and right for copyright infringements and things like that. So we thought these things were public domain, these movies, and they are, but then somebody, whether that's valid or not, claims the rights to a part of the movie or the whole movie, and it just gets to be messy. So we clear that up front, like you said.
Yeah,
earlier.
hey Paul Buser, hey Grandpappy. Let's acknowledge the chats. There's
Yes.
Grandpappy, Paul Buser, Albert, Seth, Captain Cleveland, Wiki Bobby, Tom.
Wow. Oh.
So hey guys, we have a handful of dudes chatting. So thank you guys.
Louie.
What did they not like? I came in late to the group. Oh,
We don't know.
so we still don't know, Paul, because I fixed the episode and uploaded it this morning to YouTube, and it says no restrictions.
Yeah, the only thing that's different is that there's just no Mummy and the Monkey after or before and after parts 3 and 4 of the movie, right?
Yeah, well, instead of
There's no hosted
us
segments.
talking in between 3 and 4, there's like a skit with Grimm. And then towards the end, there's like a Happy Halloween video, and then the TV show time travel.
And the countdowns, all of
the
that's
countdown's
there.
in there still.
So everything that was
Yeah.
aired on that night pretty much is on this uploaded episode that you reconstituted. And no dings. What the heck was going on that night?
It's very strange. I'm thinking it could have been a YouTube glitch because we did get some comments on our channel that there were some other podcasts and other YouTube people where their live streams were acting up.
It's such a
or their-
specific thing, though. I mean, you would think
And
it would
then-
just act up for connectivity, not, oh, there's a copyright thing.
Well, and then I was reading further. About this. YouTube was doing some updates
Oh.
recently, and it was affecting YouTubers.
How convenient.
Like, there were some YouTubers where for a short time their videos weren't getting the monetization that they thought they were getting, and their numbers were off and things like that. So
we should ask Dino if he had any issues.
yeah, we'll have to ask
Good
some other
question.
YouTube friends and see if theirs was okay.
So, yeah,
It was just very strange.
But it's
very strange.
But we're far along enough in this process. I think that the best way to handle it is if we have an issue, we just deal with it, and people understand. That's what we need to know too. It's not like I don't want to sound weird, but it's not like we're doing this all on our own time, and all because we like to do it, and we know that there are people out there who enjoy it.
We know that there's people out there that look forward to watching, and that really...
And that's just the professional in you when it comes to that. That's okay to
Yeah,
feel.
and I think that's why I felt so upset, because
But you're still a professional, so we figured out how to get over that hump.
but
Now
I
we're
think
back.
at that time we were just
Well,
babbling. In my opinion, I think we were babbling too much, and we just needed to cut it short at that point.
And that's a tough time to perform too.
So
because
after a while, I was so like,
you're talking about,
I'm just like, okay, bye.
So it is a tough time to perform because it's the end of the work week. Even though we work most people who work all the time. But but that's the time most people are like unwinding, doing all kinds of things. One of them, obviously, some people watch our show.
Right.
But and I love performing, and to me, it doesn't feel like work, but it is still. You still have to focus a little bit.
It's still work.
Yeah, and try to get through a show and be as entertaining as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is all, we don't have to do it, but we love to do it.
Girl.
If that makes any sense.
Or is this Jack?
I think, and actually,
This is Jack.
I think it.
I thought it was Earl at first.
Jack.
This is
The
Jack.
heck?
You guys have never seen Jack on
Look
YouTube.
at this. When did he get so cuddly?
I think he got jealous because Louis was getting
I
attention.
see. Hi, Jackie.
So everyone say hello to the shyest cat in the world, Jack.
He's the definition of a fraidy
He
cat.
is the ultimate fraidy cat.
I
Jack,
farted and he's jumped before, for real.
Jack's about 11 years old. He's a senior. He's a little bit older than Louis.
He's the loudest cat we have.
And he's a big loudmouth. He loves to cry at us all day.
Cries.
He loves to cry.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Do you want to go visit your dad?
Plump.
Here you go.
I don't know what he wants to do. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I got Jack after I lost I had 2 cats before these cats, and they both passed. I had those cats for like 18 and 20 years.
Misty.
But Misty and Shusha, my 2 girls, and then we got all these boys running around here, right, Jack?
Yeah, now we've got all boy cats.
Hey, all right, you stay there. He's at least he's not under a table all day and day.
Paul says, again, you guys are great. Keep it going. Thank you, Paul.
We love it, and we're beside ourselves to thinking that people are digging what we're doing. I mean, it's why we do it. It's what you do it for, right? I mean,
yeah. Now the only thing that's missing from that episode I salvaged is we didn't announce the prize giveaways for the mini monsters. But that's okay. I'm thinking, because there were only like 4 or 5 people that wrote in for that, I think I'm going to send them all a little something. Like a coloring book or some stickers. I'll send them all a little something. Yeah. And, you know, the coloring books and that, it shouldn't, yeah, that'd be easy to ship. But yeah, they're really cute. That was Connie Cleary. She sent us like a whole package of various like coloring books and some stickers.
Oh, my chair looks awful. I'm sorry.
It's really cute. Yeah, please fix your chair.
I need a new chair.
There's
the movie magic, folks.
Yeah, I ended up switching chairs because I didn't like that other one. It was hurting. Here's some,
I should take yours. Yours is fixed better.
This is way too much TMI.
Yeah.
It was hurting my butt too much. Like the
But
cushion's really old. The chair was literally a pain in the butt. Yeah. There you go. So, what do you do when your YouTube show ends up like going down the toilet and you're bummed out? The next
You fart.
you could. Or the next day we went out thrifting.
Ah, that made us feel real better.
And we hit up some thrift stores that we haven't. Well, there's one that we never visited before, and then there was one that we haven't visited in a very long time. And the one is really cool. I think it's where a unique thrift.
Oh my God.
Jack, calm down.
Oh my God. Come here, you.
Calm down, buddy. You're fine.
Oh, now he's gonna hide. Look at that.
Oh, now the other
Look at
two
him.
show
He's
up.
hiding. Look.
Aw. Are you embarrassed?
Can't see me. He just put his head in there. Hi, Jack. It's okay, Bubby. It's me. Oh, he's gonna hide again. Oh.
He's like, no, don't pick me up.
No, Earl's down there now. That's not a good thing.
Now Earl and Louie are here.
Stay here, Jack.
They showed up like, what's going on?
Stay here with me. I love you.
Come here, Earl. Come on, Earl. Now it's the cat podcast.
Show Earl off.
Come here, Earl.
Pot cats.
Come here, Earl. Don't knock
There he
over
goes.
the
He's
camera.
okay. You're okay.
Here's Earl.
I can feel his cold wet nose.
It's the cat podcast. It's
oh my gosh.
cat podcat.
Podcats.
Podcats.
Oh, so
There's handsome Earl.
And here's look at Jack hiding.
Oh, Earl, you're so cute. Say hi, everyone.
You want to make a run for it? Go.
Say hi,
Here's
Earl.
Up.
Uh-oh.
There he goes. He's going off.
Earl is so mad at me right now.
He
He
I
doesn't
can't
like
hold
to be cuddled.
If I try to hold, oh, he ran right after
He's
Jack.
chasing after
Boy,
Jack.
Get ready to hear this.
Yeah.
You'll hear it. Come on, guys. They just hear us talking. They think we're doing something. That's how cats are sometimes.
Yeah, they hear
think
us.
That you're talking to them, I think.
Yep, they're like, "What are you doing? We're gonna hang out with you
Well,
too."
they're talking a lot. We're right here. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we did try to make the best out of that the debauchery that was the night, Friday night. But like I said, it's nothing that we had any control over. So we went to a couple of thrift stores. We had a little bit of an event earlier. A thing to attend.
It was a memorial service.
Yes, so for a friend of mine who lost his wife recently, and it was a very sad thing.
It was.
But with everything going on, the best thing to do is get your mind off things and work at the same time. Don't forget it is work when we go thrift. So
yeah, technically, it's working
But
because
it's
you're
fun
looking for
work.
where it used to be.
it did. Well, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Part of it was a unique thrift store. Yes, I used to go to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Long time ago in the 90s. It was a unique. That is true.
Oh, Gary says, I came in late. Did you ever find out what happened last night?
Everyone's like, what happened? What happened?
So, Gary,
To recap.
to recap it, because we mentioned it earlier,
That's okay. We can always.
I can't, it says no restrictions.
It's very secret. We really can't talk about it. It has something to do with Svengoolie. I goes, clear the airwaves, clear all airwaves. He was clear. No, Svengoolie had nothing to do with it.
We're joking. We're joking.
We love Sven.
We like Sven.
It might have been, we don't.
So
just tell it. I'm just being silly. Go ahead.
I fixed the episode and it's uploaded, so you guys can at least watch the movie. You can watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
You can watch the Cleveland TV Showtime Travel. When I uploaded everything, when I looked at all the content, even the live feeds from Friday night said no restrictions.
We don't. Bottom line is we don't know.
We don't know. We had
No
2 generic emails sent to us from YouTube saying there was a copyright claim, but when I go to the content to look for it, it's not there.
Right.
It's not on the creator studio screen. We're thinking it's a weird not eBay. We're thinking it's a weird YouTube. We're thinking it's a weird YouTube glitch.
Yeah.
So that's what it was, a weird glitch, I think.
Speaking of eBay, we were just talking about
Yes,
thrifting.
let's talk about thrifting now.
So we went to that one thrift store. What was that called? Or do we want to give the name out? Do we keep it to ourselves? I don't know. It's our new secret shop. We'll have to
let's
bring.
just say
Let's
it.
shoot some. Yeah, it's fine.
We did not shoot video. We really should have, but we didn't think about it at the time when we went out.
Bad hosts.
I know, shame on
Bad
us.
content maker.
Oh, what was it called? Like bargain thrift or something?
Bargain thrifts or something like that.
Bargain
Anyway,
thrifts. I think it's in the Cleveland area.
it's
We'll just
great.
say that. And then we went to a Salvation Army store.
Yeah, so we
And
haven't been there.
I
Go
found some cool things there. You found a really cool thing there that I think you should share right now.
We're gonna talk about all of that.
And so
Well,
I've been delving into learning about glassware.
you bought
and
all the glass there.
I bought all of the glassware, all of the breakables.
I spent my time in the toys for a while, and I didn't find any toys, but I found a Bible in the book section that was only $2, and it could be like a $50 Bible.
Well, that's cool.
That's what they sell for on eBay. You know,
Yeah.
That in used condition, 2017. I was happy with that. I was like, now I'm down to like if I could find one or two good things, I'm cool. Like last time we went to Goodwill, like last week, since I don't get to thrift as much because of my working full time now. But the one time we went to the Goodwill, I found this plastic tumbler. It's like a, the thing like a drink tumbler with the straw, the big straw. And it was it had a Japanese anime artwork on it, like
Some
a
anime
black and white
girl
girl, not
was
even
on it, yeah.
fully clothed and everything.
Oh, thank you, Seth, for
Oh.
the super chat. $2.99. That's really sweet. And it's like a little hippo cartoon.
I could use that $2.99 and buy another one of those cups if they had it.
Yeah.
That's what I about paid for
I
this
mean-
plastic tumbler. It was some kind of gamer thing. The only reason I bought it is because when I looked it up, it seemed to sell for $125. I listed it and it sold for $125 like 2 days later.
Wow.
A $2 plastic tumbler, not even old or anything. It's
See,
just
and that's one I
wacky.
missed. I didn't think about that. I didn't think to check the plastic cups.
And I do that to y'all. We'll go up to you and go, hey, would you get this? And you're like, what is it? I don't know. I don't know. And I said, and then I showed you the comps. I'm like, and you're like, what?
I'm like, whoa.
And I thought I'd sit on it for a while. Nope, it sold.
Sold right away.
It sold very quick, and I was shocked because some of them sold for $60. Some even had a little more racier things on it, but I guess they I don't know anything about this, but I know if I see any more out there, I'm definitely picking them up.
Paul Buser says, talking about thrifting, have you been to Second Mile on Bagley and 252? No, but we're gonna have to look it up now. It might be a new thrift spot.
So hey, go ahead. You can
Yeah,
show
I'll
some of your
share a
glass,
few
and then we'll
things,
get
and
to my
then
thing.
you share your thing.
I'm gonna share my thing.
We're gonna
with
share our
everybody.
things with you.
Yep.
So I picked up these. There's two of them. It's a light pink, kind of a ridged little bowl, and it has a cool like geometric design. This is from the 1930s. This is called depression glass.
Oh, I'm so depressed.
And there's nothing depressing about it. It's a beautiful. Those are beautiful pieces of glassware.
What's the value on those?
Not super big money, but I picked these up for around $4, and I think I could get maybe 20 something bucks for them. Maybe between $20 and $26. I have them, I think, at $29 or best offer plus shipping, but they're really cute. And because they're that old, I felt like I had to rescue them.
Right.
And
Like me.
I've been watching YouTube channels about like the 1930s stuff and vintage glassware, and I'm trying to learn more things. I think it's good to always
What's
learn
next?
stuff. Homer Laughlin,
Homer Simpson.
Best China USA.
Oh.
So these are like the old timey. I'm gonna go to the diner and get my coffee and my sinkers. The coffee and donuts and
Dinerware almost.
and hey waitress, I want a refill. Look how cute those are.
What do you have? I'll have coffee and a pie. Piece of pie.
It doesn't really show up that well, but I have 8 of these, and I think they were like 5. What did I spend? Like
20. Did I buy your stuff that day?
I think I spent 20 on them, but
Oh.
I put up each mug and saucer set for like 15 something each plus shipping. So I think if all of them sell, it's like close to $100. But they were really cute. And then even if they don't sell, I might keep some of them because they're very cute. And then this is an old-timey jewelry box.
Okay, so let's do this here.
So yeah, show your thing first.
No, wind it up. Is it going to play
Wind
too
it up?
long? Or do you want to play it?
It might play too long, and then I
Or
might
maybe
get a copyright.
at the end of the no, you won't get a copyright. Wait, at the end of the show. Oh, too late now. You could play it and see if people could figure out what it is.
No, I
for
only
you.
did one wind.
All right.
But this is a powder box, like a trinket box, and it's a musical one.
It's cool.
It's really old. I think it's from the 40s, 1940s.
It sounds amazing. It's got this really warm tone to it. Doesn't sound really tinny.
Yeah, it has a lovely sound.
We don't know the song. I even asked my mom, because she knows a lot of these weird songs and stuff. There it goes. It's kind of not playing the. Okay, that's not like the end of it. At the end of the show, we could play it.
It's going on its own.
If anyone knows what that is, because I suggested that.
No, shut up.
Take it out of here. Or let it play.
It just has a wonderful sound.
It's slowing down. Yeah, name that tune.
So I don't know what this song is.
Oh, what kitty is that? I don't know who you're talking about. This is Louie.
That's Louie. Crazy Train says Captain Cleveland.
It could be.
The musical music box version.
I didn't. Bling bling. So yeah, you found those cool things, and then I went down the same aisle you did, and I found this is the first cool thing I found. I don't know how valuable. I could probably sell this for a good amount because they're hard to find. But I believe this is from the 80s, the late 80s or early 90s for sure. It's a WJW TVA Cleveland's own. One of those travel mugs with the lid. I don't think it was ever used. It has a cool screw-on lid too. Clean as a whistle inside. Doesn't smell funky or moldy.
No, it looks nice and clean.
It's got the padded bottom, but it's got the old WJ. Can you hold that?
Yeah, it has the old logo. Yep.
It's got that cool logo. There you go. Perfect. Hold it still when you get it in frame. Just let it. There you go. But that's nice. It's on both sides.
Yeah.
This was just a few bucks, and I think I could probably get. I would ask like $50 for this, and I'll probably get it because I sell stuff like that all the time for like 40 or $50.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like that.
Yeah, that you're not going to be able to just find that anywhere. Now
talk about the big thing you found there. And I was looking through like the glassware and the knick-knack little row for a while, a couple of times, and you found this and I didn't, and I'm thinking, how did I not see that? But see, and it's good to go shopping with someone, because then there's a second set of eyes.
Yeah. Oh, wow, $20. Bargain
Barons, wow.
All right, Bargain Barons, check this out. So,
yeah, Bargain Barons, you are gonna love this.
It's not the best. They're not the best photos, but it is what it is. I saw this thing. I didn't know what it was. I knew it was what it was, but I didn't know anything about it. So I'll shut up.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, I forgot to put audio in there.
We forgot that the audio, like when we put pictures on there, we have to go in and adjust the audio.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. I can do that
Sorry.
real quick. I can go back and do that. All right. Well, I can't figure
Yeah.
out. But anyway.
We can't.
But-
It's in the settings somewhere. There's a way to fix it if you're showing a picture, so you can talk over it.
But anyway.
So we apologize for that.
So that thing that you saw, it's an old teapot, okay? And I looked it up. I had to use my Google Lens because I had no way to figure out what this thing was. I Google Lensed it, and a picture.
So the quote on it is a Shakespeare quote.
Yeah, that's a quote from Shakespeare,
Yes.
some Shakespeare sonnet or play or something. The thing that Google Lens came up with was the exact same teapot, exactly the same, except for the quote. Quote was different, had the same border around it, different quote from something else, but it's supposedly. This thing is from the 1700s.
1700s.
It's linked to Wedgwood. It doesn't have any markings on the bottom or anything.
Wow.
And you would imagine that from the 1700s. There were markings and stuff, but I probably was less common. But I believe the guy's name was William Greatbatch. He was some sort of like teapot or a porcelain creator, because there's stuff on eBay.
Yeah,
not much.
Didn't you say you found a web page where they were talking about him, and he actually worked for Wedgwood later?
Yeah, I did. And where did that go?
So some pieces might be marked. Some pieces may not be.
Yeah.
The only thing is, with the thrift stores, they tape everything together.
You gotta be careful with that.
So you're gonna have to be really careful when you peel that tape up.
Ralph Wedgwood teapot with transfer printed in black, 1789 to 1796.
Ooh, you better try to peel that tape off right away.
Probably made at Hill Pottery, Burslem, Staffordshire. Wedgwood and Company mark. See, this says it has a mark, but
Well, I don't know if you could show the screen.
yeah, show it again.
No, I mean what you're looking at.
Nah. What is that? Here's the.
Like the screenshot.
What about it? But what am I showing?
Well, I don't know what you're.
I was just reading off of it.
Oh, okay.
I was just reading.
I wasn't sure if there was another picture.
Yeah, no, it's just pretty much same thing. But this thing is from the 1700s, more than likely.
Yeah.
It's a different quote, but it's the exact same. Except, and the top on mine's a lot fancier than the one picture that came up. It has like an acorn lid on the top.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It has a big crack, and there's like a big chunk, like a good, decent sized chunk taken out of on the top.
So it has a big chip.
That's fine. I mean,
but
these things
it's
don't
so
pop up
hard
often.
to find. It's gonna be,
like I said, like even Action Comics #1 with no cover is still worth $1 million. I mean,
right.
Just because something is damaged, it's as long as it's not broken in multiple pieces. But I could not believe it, and I feel it looks old. I mean, you could just how you look at something, you can tell it's old.
You could usually tell if something's old.
Like has an ancient sort of, but yeah, gosh, 1700s.
That's incredible.
I wonder if there's anything
And
inside
I
of it.
couldn't believe
You
it.
know,
And then
that's
and so after he found that, we were looking through that
scouring
aisle,
the whole aisle.
scouring every piece on the shelf to see if maybe there were matching teacups.
I think that
or
music
like
box,
a sugar bowl or something.
I bet you that music box was part of that same haul.
There was a
came in.
lot of old stuff there, and I think it might have all came from one house.
It's quite possible.
Maybe someone had a collection or something, but yeah, this is really cool. I do have this listed for I think 25 or best offer. It's a powder box, but you could put your jewelry in it. You could put your weed in it, whatever you want.
You could. Here, I'm just gonna throw these up in the all up. I could probably just pop these in here, right? And these people could see them. Yeah. So here's the teapots, sir, and I'll cover me up because who needs to see me? But here's the teapot again. Someone wanted to see the teapot because they came in late. That's fine. So here's one side of it, and the other side's a different quote.
Be super careful when taking that tape off.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the hair dryer and take it off so it won't. It's glazed over, which is good. That lettering, that transfer's not on there like on top of the glaze. I think it's been, from what I read, the process that's all glazed over. But that is nutty. Yeah, and the pictures, like I was saying, the pictures that did come up with this thing, they're from a museum. It's not like this is in someone's house that has the same thing.
So it's probably a museum type of piece because it's that old.
Probably. Whoever, so I'm going to put this up for a crazy amount of money. So I have a Blake teapot from 1860.
Oh, wow.
So that's crazy. This might be the oldest thing I've ever found thrifting, ever. Has to be.
Yeah.
Except for a rock or something, which really doesn't count. Because rocks are millions of years old, of course. But
yes, rocks are very old.
That's old. Well, how come, that's my, we always make that joke.
Yeah, that's like when you go to the flea market and you're looking at something and they're like, oh, that's old. And I'm thinking, yeah, so is dirt.
I think that for years, I'm like, well, so are the stones under our feet. They're billions of years old.
Just because it's old doesn't mean it's worth something. But in this case, that's really old and it's worth something.
We hope so too, Bargain Barons. We'll see. I'm going to put it up for a crazy amount, because I have no idea how to price this thing.
I would price it some ridiculously high price with the best offer option.
I have seen some stuff.
And then insure it like...
There's some stuff I found
good.
from this Ralph, or this, I think his name's William Greatbatch, who, what a great name. I hope he could back that up, because, man, that would be like, you know, like, really, it's not so great.
Anyways.
Oh.
Louis
just melts right in my lap.
He's like a puddle of cat on your lap.
A puddle of Lou. But yeah, I have seen some pieces of stuff that were more elaborate that were like going for like $2,000. So, you know, they were more like less figural things and that this guy did. But we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I sold something recently. It goes out tomorrow. It's it went for $63.
It's not a little ball of poop.
No. Let's see if I can hold it up here. This is
That's what he said.
This is hand carved. It's Japanese. It's netsuke. It's hand carved, and it has two little holes like where you would put your like the strings or your ties to your like kimono or your robe. That would be, you know, you would loop that on there, and that would be like a bead that would hang off of it. And sometimes these are signed in kanji, you know, when they're writing.
You sold those before.
Sometimes they're not. Yeah, and you don't really find them all the time. I have a handful of them. One I found at the flea market. One was a private pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, this little guy went for $63.
Who would even know? How did you even figure out what that was? Other than just obviously.
When we did that one private pick a few years ago, the person who was selling them told me about them.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, then I researched them a little more. But that's a fun little sale. He's easy to ship. He's super cute.
And we went to a Goodwill today, and I found some funny things. Look at this guy. I have no idea what this is. I know it's a Frankenstein monster type of creature, but man, is it funny. It doesn't really, it just says top shelf toys, and it has some Ohio type of warning, but it's too heavy to be something from a claw machine, right? Oh, maybe.
Do you ever get things appraised, says David?
Yes.
Yes. Well, actually, yeah, we've gone to a local auction house a few times.
I'll send it to Gray's.
Yes, I bet that would do well at Gray's.
Well, they want to see that. I mean, that's something they would know.
Yeah, if you send them pictures, they'll be like, "Yeah, let's set up a meeting."
Maybe we would talk. Yeah, but they take a lot.
Oh.
Who takes more, eBay or? I just want to know what it is.
Probably they would take more.
Well, they would tell me the value at least.
Yeah, and then you could decide from there.
Oh yeah,
Looks
sure.
like something from The Simpsons, says Mark. That's what I was thinking. Like Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
It doesn't have a nose.
Chuck says, do you guys ever deal with autographed music memorabilia? I collect signed album covers, but thinking about getting rid of everything since I'm approaching my 70s.
Yeah, we do.
Don't know where to sell them safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love selling albums.
Sure, I sell autographed stuff. I sell all kinds of autographed records, and you know, most of my, strangely enough, I find it that like I found a signed Dan Aykroyd with the Blues Brothers thing he signed. A CD, and that hasn't sold yet, but I have it. The recent thing I sold wasn't an album. It was a what's her name? Avril Lavigne.
Oh.
Autograph. I found it at a thrift store. I think I sold it for like $40. They don't go for much, but it sold like the next day. I mean, people buy the stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff does sell. You know, depending on who the artist is, obviously. But yeah, if you got some autographed stuff. You know, are you looking to consign or, you know?
Send us an email, Chuck. Yeah. If you're local, yeah, we'd love to talk with you.
We're in the Cleveland area, so
yeah. Here's
our email if you want to send us an email.
You can always send us an email. You can include some photos if you ever decide to.
That Elvis, that's crazy, man. That's.
Ooh, if that's the real deal, wow.
That could be really good.
That would be great.
Yeah, I mean that kind of consignment I would do because you know it's going to be decent. It's not going to be $10, you know. A $10 sale. It's going to be, you know, like the stuff you were selling for. Yeah,
for that one person. Yeah.
Yep. That's good stuff. So it could be. It depends. I mean.
He's in Louisiana.
Oh well, you know, you're looking. I mean, I don't know if you're interested in doing eBay, but that would be a way to do it.
Bargain Barons. I collect PSA, JSA authenticated autographs. Cool.
Yeah, those are obviously always the best if you get. But
yeah, when it's authenticated and you know for sure.
But all you need to do if you find something you can't authenticate it, or you don't want to pay the money to get it authenticated, which I don't want to do, especially if it's $100 to sell a $40 thing.
Elvis signed this in person, says Chuck.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, you know, you can, and there's ways to check.
If you have photos, like, I wonder, because sometimes people will have like an autographed thing, and then they have like photos of them meeting the person. Or,
yeah, that's cool.
Or they have like a flyer from the concert or a ticket stub.
If you're selling this stuff, all you have to do is, you know, you say it's not certified, and then that way people know that, you know, you say there's no COA. This is what I have. Check out stuff online if it looks close enough to you and you're confident. And I'm telling you, and you believe my story, you know, that's what it is. I'm not selling, you know, illegally signed, you know, phony autographs.
Well, when I've never sold anything big like the Elvis thing, but if I have something that's autographed that isn't authenticated, I just say it is not graded, it is not authenticated. But I'm trying to think when the last time I sold an autograph.
The one autograph I'll never sell is my Ghoulardi autograph.
No, that's priceless.
That again was one of those weird things that just happened. Didn't even know I had it until that was a crazy story. If you don't know that story, I could tell it again.
Seth says, when does the Mummy and the Monkey World Tour start?
Right. In a nutshell, a couple years ago, we went to an outdoor flea market, and I bought this moldy, stinky, mildewy vinyl photo album, or what do you call it, like a scrapbook. And it was moldy because it was in someone's basement, obviously, and it was made of that vinyl, so that gets kind of can get moisture, stinky.
And you said it had stickers on it, right?
The reason I bought it, and I put it down. It was one of those weird things, because I picked it up and I thought it was gross. I looked inside of it, had some photographs. I saw some old greeting cards in there, Halloween ones, and some Halloween greeting cards, which were kind of neat, from the 60s. I could tell they're really old. And some monster stickers that came out around them. These like crazy, creepy monster trading card type stickers were in there.
Yeah.
And they wanted like $10 for this thing. And I looked at it and I put it down. I was like, I'm going to buy that thing. But I had one of those weird feelings.
You had a feeling about it.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I felt like I needed to buy something.
Where you buy an item on a feeling, and then it turns out being good.
Total fate, because it had to be. I bought this thing, set it home for a week. I didn't even think to open it up. And when I did, I'm leafing through it, and in the back of my head, I'm going, oh, I can tell this is all like, this has some Beatles pictures that were cut out from magazines from the time. I could tell it was the 60s era. And always when I say this isn't unique to this time, because whenever I find anything that looks like it was, you know, belonged to someone in Cleveland from the 60s, right away I wonder if any Ghoulardi stuff's going to be in here. But
well, and we were always looking out for stuff.
That's always in the back of my head. And when I turned that one page, and in there is a picture of Ernie Anderson without the Ghoulardi makeup on from the newspaper, and then that little piece of notebook paper with the blue lines, and it says, and Ghoulardi in like graphite pencil without the H. He always signed his name Ghoulardi without the H to make it different than the station that owned the name, obviously. I couldn't believe it. I screamed.
Yeah, we've talked about that a couple of times here on YouTube, and it's like one of our
some bad words real loud.
It's definitely
it's weird. It sounds, and you know what?
Part of our collection. That one's for keeps.
And I would understand if someone said, "Oh, I don't believe that's true." I don't believe it's true.
It is real though. We've had people say,
"Oh gosh, it's real."
I
know how. Yeah, there was.
Who used to watch Ghoulardi? Who used to see him in person?
Yeah, the weird story. Yeah. We have a friend who was obsessed with Ghoulardi as a kid at that time, and there was the person's name in this thing, and they had a library or some kind of card that had her name and information and where she, her city she lived in. It was in what's that? I always say it. Mogador.
Mogador.
Okay. Ghoulardi did play a football game with the Ghoulardi All-Stars in Mogador, and our friend Bob remembers that because he couldn't go to it. He was upset as a kid that his mom or something wouldn't let him go.
Wouldn't let him go see him.
And that's what that was more than likely from.
The Louise back.
That girl who lived in Mogador went to the Ghoulardi All-Stars game or whatever, or maybe some other appearance he did there at that time, and got his autograph. Anyway,
that's great.
Now I got it.
So anyway, thrifting stuff. Not as cool, but still cute. Still retro. I got these for like 50 cents. They're Get Along Gang mugs.
It is a find of a lifetime, bargainers. That is also a find of a lifetime.
Yes. If you guys like 1980s retro, these are listed in my eBay store. They're $9.99 plus shipping.
I used to work for that company.
The Get Along Gang.
That's
And there's
American Greetings made them.
What's his name? The little moose guy.
Moosey Moose.
I don't remember his name now, but there's the little moose.
Snoop Moosey Moose.
I don't remember other names, but there's like a little.
It's not Snoop Moosey Moose?
No, it isn't Snoop Moose.
Snoop Moosey Moose and Dr. Dre is at the dough.
But there's two of them, and yeah, they are, the Get Along Gang, American Greetings. So they're $9.99 plus shipping.
Did you guys see Halloween Takes a Temporary Hiatus, also known as Halloween Ends? No.
No.
I guess that's the spoiler that there's actually no ending. Probably.
It doesn't end.
They probably open-ended it. Yeah, look, it's a franchise, and they're just.
I heard a lot of people did not like Halloween Ends.
I heard it. Yeah.
So we weren't in any rush to go see it.
Yeah. Does that discussion in that from we talked about that
We
tonight?
talked about that a little bit Friday night,
But is it in the reconfiguration?
No, it isn't. No, I took a lot of that out.
Yeah, but what we said about that is what you said. I agree with you said about the first three movies. Are the only ones that you need to see.
Now, the first three Halloween movies were my favorite, and then like all the weird sequels after that were just sort of,
This guy running around stabbing everybody. Okay.
So I think we could figure out what happens in the movie. Michael Myers stabs people.
Stabby.
I think we figured it out.
Stabs people and then he kills a lot of people
And I like scary movies, so
some run and get away for a little while.
There's some people that get way into that franchise, and that's cool. Everybody's different.
Is that the final, Paul?
Cleveland Guardians score is New York 3, Cleveland 2. Oh no.
Oh no, 2-2. Bomb it.
I hope they could catch up.
Is that the final though?
Well, this started at 7. It's about 9 now.
Oh, okay.
So maybe there's still time.
It's almost 10, right? No,
it's almost 9.
Hi, Louie. He looks at me with those eyes like, pet me. Quit talking to those people.
Mark says if you have Peacock Plus or Premium, you can stream it. I'll just wait till the library has it for free.
What's that? Halloween?
Halloween. I'll wait till the library has it.
I'm not in any hurry to see. We haven't seen the last two.
Yeah, we haven't seen the past couple of them.
I don't know what's going. Jamie Lee Curtis is was she not fighting back? But she can't kill this guy.
I do like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Nobody can kill him. No one ever thinks about burning him. I mean, that would finish it, right? If they just burn the guy.
I think he has been burned up before.
No, I mean to ashes. Or where the spirit come back. Ooh. I mean, is it one of those things where the spirit can move? Spirit of Halloween.
I don't know.
That's a movie too.
They should just keep him locked up or something.
We went to Goodwill today too, and I found some really old stuff from 1930s. Remember, we found old stuff today.
Albert says it's only the 6th inning.
Okay. I don't know what these are. I gotta look these up.
So maybe they could catch up.
Look at these old pickup sticks.
So 456 pickup sticks, the Continental Game.
Well,
look at that.
Cigarette smoke. Oh.
Yeah, that whole box smelled like cigarette smoke.
Cigarettes.
So we need to throw that box away.
Cigarettes, where's my cigarettes?
To you.
And then there's that, and there's that sticker. So
yeah, I gotta get.
You have to be really careful peeling up that sticker.
I don't know if those.
And then this top opens up, and the top has some damage there, but you could definitely tell it's really old.
Cigarettes.
Really
Here's your old silverware. I don't want to dump this out.
Oh yeah, and I found sterling silver today.
I think there
Before we met up a friend for dinner, we went to a local Goodwill because
that's what we did.
We have to, right?
It's against the law.
I mean, we can't not stop in a thrift store.
James and Janet Lane, you have to do that.
You have to, right?
It's again the law.
I'm trying to. They taped this. Can you open that? I can't open it. Hi, Louie. Louie thinks I had treats or something.
And I just put some scissors away that were over here.
I don't have treats, buddy. I'll give you treats after the show. Yeah, after the show, dude.
Here you go.
Okay.
Oh, that bumblebee.
So there's 2 little spoons in here. One isn't really anything. It's just like a tiny little spoon. But then this one is sterling. No, actually not sterling. It's 800 silver.
Right.
It's marked 800. At first I thought it was marked 925. You probably won't even be able to see that. But it is marked 800, so it's German silver. And it's a little sugar scoop, like a little sugar thing. So I thought that was cute.
Oh. Huh.
Should be dead of old age by now, says Jerry. Yeah, you would think Michael Myers would be just like...
I mean, come on.
And all this time has gone on, and he still has all that energy.
Well, I
It's
can
like
see.
so
I can.
wacky.
I understand the whole thing being like a supernatural being. Okay, I
right.
get that. But, come on now. I don't
Oh,
know
and
how
then
those
you
would
got
translate.
some antique cards.
Yeah, these are also from the
Antique playing
1930s.
cards from the 1930s.
Yeah, I think that pickup sticks was from there too. We found some old
Like,
pinochle cards.
you know, Chicago, like commemorative, like 100 years of the.
Got to turn. It's kind of.
Oh, it's all.
There we go.
But they're like playing cards with little pictures
There's
on
all
them.
different kind of pictures from museums and well, most of these are. But that's kind of weird. Fine, there's only a few bucks.
There's
that
the
damn sticker
there's
on
the
there.
box for it. Yeah, they ruin it with the stickers.
I have to. Someone wanted us to make a video of how we remove things.
Oh, how
like
to
this.
remove stickers?
Very carefully is the first thing, but there are some tricks that we'll do a little video on. Sure.
Oh, bargain barons. Oh, thank you.
What?
German silver usually has 0 silver content. 800 silver is probably European or Italian, but not German. Oh, okay.
See, you learn something every day.
One time I found a silver, like Victorian type of purse, maybe 1920s. I don't know how old it was, but the frame was marked 800, and it was silver. But then on one part of it, it was marked Germany. So maybe one part of it was silver and one part wasn't. So I don't know.
I found a 1985 GI Joe vehicle, probably a snow thing some snow adventure thing, but it's got snow tracks on it. I think it's missing some parts, but it was $2, and this stuff sells even as is to collectors. This is 1985 Hasbro, so
GI Joe.
it's an old GI Joe vehicle. I know it is.
Oh, Wiki Bobby says the moose is Montgomery moose.
Oh.
Thank you, Bobby. So now I know.
Starts with an M, of course.
Get along, gang. There is Montgomery.
Get along, gang.
Get along, gang.
I got a new series.
No.
A new idea.
I don't know the other guys.
I'm half black. I can do it.
No, don't do.
Oh yeah.
I don't recognize those
Anyway.
other guys, but they're cute.
And this weird man, I don't know what the heck. Did you see this?
Yeah, and I'm like, what the heck is that?
It's dated 19.
Some weird Halloween.
Or
mask.
2003. Disguise made in disguise, I guess is the name of it.
Some really weird thing.
It's very. I don't know
Hi,
if it's
Louie.
some kind of mutant karate guy. He's got veins in it. Veins are all popped out in his head, and he's very odd looking. I don't know what's going on with this half mask thing.
Very
But
strange.
Very odd. Very odd. Very odd.
Maybe it's like a character that we don't know about.
I'll Google Lens it and see. It's got some paint dripped on it.
That's not to say you can't find silver from Germany, but usually anything marker specifically German silver is not silver. Oh, so kind of like when you find alpaca silver jewelry, it's like not real. It's like that maybe
Not real.
plated or like a silver type of material. Because I always heard alpaca silver wasn't sterling. So
Alpaca.
maybe it's
Made
like
out of
that.
that animal, the alpaca.
Mark says that's a cool mask.
It is weird. I don't know what it is.
Are all the sticks in there?
I don't know how many are.
I don't know how to play pickup sticks.
Oh, it's fun. You throw them on in a thing and
I've
in
never
a
done
pile. And here's one of the main pickup sticks. I think this is the red
So
one.
all the sticks are there.
But then you have to sort of like you have to take all of your colors the colors that you have picked out without moving the others. I forget. It's been a long time. I threw this in there. This was in another game box, but this old McDonald's.
What is that? Oh, an old McDonald's pencil.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
That's funny.
And someone threw a water-soluble marker in here, or a pencil. It's kind of weird.
So someone was probably still playing with that game even in the 70s?
This I found in a different box. I wanted it, so I threw it in there.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't
I thought
part
like
of
the old owner left it in
Nah,
there.
it was
Okay.
no. Someone used it to keep score. It was an NFL game or something. And I thought, oh, that's a pretty cool pencil, McDonald's pencil. What's left of it?
So, the
Anyway.
Mummy and the Monkey and thrifting. What else did we want to share before we decide to wrap things up?
You could tell me.
I'm just, we went over our thrift finds. Your awesome thrift find.
Well, I know that we'll have to update you on what this thing turns out to be.
Maybe do a separate video, like
Yeah,
updating.
I will. I'll definitely, because I think what I'll do, I will take pictures of it and send it to Grace. What I need to do is take that tape off and see if there's anything on the inside of there.
And hopefully the tape didn't damage it.
I think it's glazed over, the graphics, so. Oh, you getting your more education?
Yes, alpaca silver, also known as German silver, was developed in 1823 as
There
a
you
result of a German competition held with The goal of developing an alloy that had the most visual similarity to silver. So both alpaca silver and German silver is bogus. It's costume.
Good to know.
Well, thank you. Good
Now
to
you
know.
the other.
Broadway musical news. No Broadway musicals for us, though.
Oh no, I don't have any.
That would be funny, though.
I always
Mummy and the Monkey, the musical.
I do that all the time. I always come up with. Didn't I play around with that one time and do? I know I do other people that we know as the musicals just for fun. I'll make up weird songs about people and things and call it a musical. But
Louis is laying right by my feet.
he wants attention.
He does. He's like, pet me, guys. Give me treats.
Well, I think that was a pretty full show. We went through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Talked about Mummy and Monkey.
Oh, Halloween.
Oh, how could
we
forget
can't
Halloween?
forget Halloween. So we're going to try to do a few more live streaming shows as long as everything goes right this Friday and next Friday. And then on Halloween night, it's a Monday night, we're going to have our Pumpkin Spice 6 Halloween special, our 6th one.
Yep.
And we're not going to be live, but it will premiere on Halloween night. We found some classic television shorts. By shorts, I mean they're like 30-minute episodes that we can string together and play. We're going to have like some intros and some in-between segments. We also have some footage that I still need to edit from a zombie event that we did a little over a week ago. And that was a lot of fun.
It was.
Well, yeah, it was a week ago.
Yeah. Yep, it was. So that'll all be part of the special.
Yeah.
And get your candy ready, your popcorn, whatever you want to do, then sit down, your monster cereal, and plop down in front of the YouTube or the boob tube, wherever you're watching our show. And 8 o'clock Monday night, Halloween night, we're going to have a Mummy the Monkey Halloween special. Yay! Pumpkin spice one. That's right. Let us know if you can smell the pumpkin spice through the computer or through the TV set. Yes,
and give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, Bargain Barons. And check out the Bargain Barons channel when you guys get a chance. If you guys like us talking about antiques and stuff, you're really going to love their channel because they go out and shop the antiques. They video everything. They're way better at videoing than us.
They find some really wild stuff at just yard sales sometimes, and garage sales.
They go to yard sales, private sales.
There's a mall antique that they visit.
Antique malls sometimes, yeah.
Or the store, that's an antique store inside of a mall there, it looks like.
There was one I watched recently where they bought this cool globe lamp. It was like a glass globe lamp. It looked really neat. John Mascala's here joining us.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right. Well, I'm ready to hit it. And
let's
wind down for the night.
Let's call it a night. I have to
pick one.
I have to pack up orders and pick orders, so they're ready to go for Monday morning.
I sold a few things.
And then you've got to get to work tomorrow morning. So
but I got to pack up orders too.
Yes.
I got a couple things I sold.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes, it's always a pleasure.
And you could check out the Hairy Scary Hangout that I did upload and salvage from Friday night's Tech Issues. Right. If you missed the rest of the movie and you want to see what happens at the end, you can go back, fast forward and watch the end of the movie.
And we'll still have a new episode the Friday before. It will be our official Hairy Scary Hangout Halloween episode. And then our special is Monday night. So lots of fun. Lots of fun.
All right. Thank you guys. Good night.
See ya.
Mwah! Good fright. Bye-bye.
Bye.